Hey, good morning. Hoping everyone is having a good Monday morning. Well, making it happen. Yep, that's what they're wanting to do. And there's so much to look at, and I'm going to go quite quickly over this. All that happened over the weekends. Brussels Economic Forum, notice equals to 13, but notice what they're saying. Building the new economy we want. Yeah. Understanding this is the new world, right? And it's what they want. Who is we? We already know who we is. And they show us, of course, with many things as the Ouroboros and everything else. But in this Global Health Summit, I'm not going to bore you with the video, but you can read a bit of what there was. This clip is fairly short, but all in all, I wanted to show you especially this lady here, Jutta Urpilainen. She is a Finn, and boy, aren't we so proud that she is there at the Global Health Summit talking about the 40 million that have been given and helping partners around the world with this pandemic because people need the jab. Yeah. But of course, she says the same thing, that we're only one race and the one against the V. And we will only stop it together. Yeah, really. Unbelievable. Just a shame. But we all know they're all corrupt. But this part you'll need to listen to. This is Miss von der Leyen once again. Take a listen.
And then the second part is the Rome Declaration. I think it is groundbreaking and really historical because you have for the very first time the G20. That is the United States and China, the European Union and Russia, India and Latin America, South Africa and many others, all of them committing to basic principles. At the beginning, the big principle of multilateralism that goes like a golden thread through the declaration. What is so important in there? Important is that this is a very clear no to health nationalism, that this is a very clear no to health nationalism. It is even reinforced if you look in the declaration at a certain point you find the principle that supply chains have to be open. So clear no to export bans, a clear no to bottlenecks. And all the countries I was mentioning, the G20, have agreed on that.
So there you have it. And plus, on top of that, right after that, she starts to talk about climate change and how it's the breeding ground for the forces that brings forward those pandemics. I won't bore you with that, but they go on to talk about many interesting things, and I really think that you're going to want to hear what they have to say at least about the next topic, which is the Green Pass, because it's exactly what we know to be true, and it's coming. Listen.
So indeed, our goal is to be ready in June. This is, for instance, important. We have good news that yesterday the political agreement is what has been achieved between the European Parliament and the Council, a precondition to move forward. Of course, there is hard work to do on the technical side, but we are right now in May in the process of doing test runs with the different member states. And I must say that member states have to do their homework on the technical side, what data are concerned. We are counting on starting in June, not in July, but in June, with the EU certificate. And it is a European contribution also to boost tourism again.
To do these pledges now. And I'm pretty sure the US will ban their exports barriers, will take them off, will leave them off, because there's plenty of vaccines right now. Most of the population has been vaccinated, both in US and in Europe and in UK. So now there is availability for the rest of the world. And it's going to go like this until the next pandemia, until the next surprise. So we should use this time, and this is also in the declaration today, to make sure that somehow countries bind themselves not only on this occasion, but also in the future. And that's why multilateral organizations, which are institutions with a treaty, can be extremely helpful in the coming months in order to make sure that we don't repeat what's happened at this time with poor countries.
Yeah, there was so much said in that half an hour. It's about a 30-minute video. Please go and listen, because they not only talk about the Green Pass, but about the Vs and so much more. You'll want to listen to the specifics on that. But of course, they're talking about the third countries plug in so that it's interoperable. So basically what they're saying is all nations will be able to access that Green Pass. There you go. Everything is coming together. Yeah, but then also in another video, I mean, so much has happened. They're talking about another 3 types of certificates will be available. Yeah, I won't show you the video. We already know all this. It's the V certificate, negative test, or certificate of recovery. And of course, everything is free, free, free. Member states to get fully ready during the month of June, because by July, it's going into action. Of course, I saw many other videos with very interesting verbiage here and pictures that you'll see in the next couple pictures here. But go listen, watch. They're only a minute or two long, but it's all the same stuff. And then they tried to explain themselves the ingredients in these V's. So I don't know, maybe to boost people's vision of taking the V. I don't know. But we already know all that's in there. And of course, we know who's behind it all. Kovacs, Seppi, Gavi, all the same. But this is what I wanted to show you. It blew my mind because numbers matter. That's what they said, not me. But I agree. They love using their numbers. Watch, and then I'll show you a couple things I noticed.
Numbers matter. Timely, reliable, comparable, disaggregated, and Numbers matter. Timely, reliable, comparable, disaggregated, and actionable data are critical for measuring and tracking population health outcome, their determinants, and health inequality therein. Every year, the World Health Organization consolidates the latest data on health-related indicators through the World Health Statistics Report, a flagship product that brings together a consistent set of data as a trusted source of global health statistics and trends. The data in this year's report not only highlighted the troubling pandemic we are currently in, but also confirmed some progress made in improving population health outcomes, global health security, air pollution, hypertension, insufficient physical activity, universal health coverage. Critical data gaps remain, and countries and WHO will continue to strive to improve data availability, data quality, and levels of data disaggregation. Download the latest edition of the World Health Statistics Report for country, regional, and global data.
Sorry for having to replay that one section because it skipped over one of the main numbers, which is right there. Unbelievable. And many other numbers they showed us. Look, when I added that number right there up, this big one right here, what do you think it came to? Well, 31. Well, then this number ended up coming to 35. And I thought, it's ridiculous that I add these sometimes, but I'm just going to add it and see what happens. And what do you think the total came to? Just take any guess. Well, there you have it in really big if you want to add them together. And the total comes to 66. That's right. Unbelievable. I was floored. I told my husband, I don't even know sometimes what gets me to add these numbers, but I do. So I did the same here. 66.8 plus 733. The total, take any guess? 33. Just unbelievable. First 66 and then 33. Well, but hey, please look at it for yourself. And if you look at the statistics, of course, in one of the lines it has the 153 million confirmed C cases and the 33.2, sorry, but it's basically 32 related deaths. Yeah. But of course, you can't end a show without showing, hey, they gave a prize again. The Templeton Prize. Oh, isn't that nice? To Dr. Goodall. Yep, giving prizes to each other. Boy, my goodness. So the Templeton Prize, you can look at the logo. That should share and say enough, but we know exactly who they are. So John Templeton started this in 72. He was, by the way, created a Knight Bachelor in 1987. Yeah. That's him right here, and he, of course, it says in there that outstanding contributions in affirming life's spiritual dimensions, whether through insight, discovery, or practical works. They give 1.1 million to everyone who's given this award, mind you. So who else do you think might have gotten one of these John Templeton awards? Well, there's 2 sites, 2 foundations. One is the John Templeton Foundation, and then there's the other John Templeton. So I'll give both links to you, but just to give you an idea, there are 6 partners for them. There is just a few. Bezos family, the Pew Charitable. Oh, but the one that really should bring it home is the last one. I saved it here separately. Omidyar Group, Does that sound familiar with Jeff Alvord that we just looked into because I found them connected to the Rebel News, right? In my other video that I just did with Save Arthur, because if you wrote a check to them, it had to be sent to the Democracy Fund. Yeah, it all comes round. They're all connected. And of course, Miss Jane Goodall was asked a question, what's your greatest achievement? And she says that science gradually came around to understand that we are part and not separate from the animal kingdom. Yeah, okay. But who else got one of these awards? Oh, look at that. Billy Graham, Bill Bright, and of course, Desmond Tutu. Unbelievable, but they only give to their own. Just keep that in mind. But please don't trust me, as the UN just put out another picture. Try to stop the spread of false information. And that's why I always say, please research and look at everything I make videos on, because I give all the links. And you should not even trust me. But again, I was reading 2 Kings 4 today, and I just have to share that we need to have faith as small as a mustard seed right now with all the chaos that is going on around us. To just keep trusting in Him and know that He is with us every minute of every day. And He's going to go before us, and we know He's with us. So don't live in fear of what is happening all around us, but just let's trust in Him. All right, that's it for today. I'm going to try to make one other video, but if not, I'm going to leave it till tomorrow.